This special edition of the Fighter and the Kid Holiday Blend for Yo Ass is brought to you by Onnit. That's onnit.com, ONNIT.com/fighter for 10% off. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I've been using Instant Alpha Brain for every single media obligation I have. This West Coast tour, PR that we've been going on, this whole PR tour, it's been such an animal. And you can ask Brian Callen, I don't go anywhere without this Alpha Brain Instant. I just put in water and booyah. It works faster than the pills. I think it's better. Obviously, it tastes better. It tastes like peach. And I didn't think they were going to release it to the public. Aubrey Marcus decided to. So you can go to onnit.com right now. Get it before the holidays. Alpha Brain Instant in peach. This stuff is delicious. It's the nootropics, the battle tested, the scientifically tested, all that stuff. You know the deal. If you listen to the podcast, you guys know how much we support Onnit and they support us. It's onnit.com/fighter for 10% off. Try this Instant Alpha Brain. I guarantee you won't regret it. Enjoy. Also, we got Luke Rockhold on the show. This guy gets a set of hair on him. I got a set of hair on me. We should have a hair off. The only thing is I give myself a slight advantage because I use Dapper Life pomade. It's the pomade that I told you guys about that. I went to the store. I bought a bunch of different pomades. I wasn't feeling it. So I reached out to a company that I knew created products for men, and I had my own created. Straight up, I pulled a diva move. I had my own pomade created. It just so happens that we work together now, and it's called Dapper Life. DAPPERLYFE. That's Dapper Life for pomade. Get 10% off right now. Go to dapperlife.com. Enter promo code FIGHTER. I can't promise it's going to make you look like Luke Rockhold, but you're going to get damn close. Ask Brian Callen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special edition of Fighter and the Kid. The Kid is in Atlanta. He's in the dirty South doing stand-up, so he could not make this. This was the last-second show. A friend of the show, Luke Rockhold, the champ, is stopping by today. And I'm looking forward to this one. Luke is a guy who I've hung out with. We have mutual friends. I got to be honest. I'm almost happy Callen's not here. Don't get me wrong. I always want Brian Callen here. I'm almost happy because we all know how Callen would have jacked Luke Rockhold off so hard we wouldn't have got through this interview. I mean, I told Luke off air a little bit about this. Last time Brian met Luke, Brian came back from San Francisco with the same haircut as Luke Rockhold as a 48-year-old man. So seeing him in person, having him on the show, I just feel like, you know what? I told Brian, don't worry about this. I got this one. This is going to be a fun one. The champ is here. Let's create some good conversation, and let's just see what the champ is about, especially this day and age in the UFC. It's a different ballgame. I don't think you can just win fights anymore. I think you have to make yourself marketable. I think you have to go the extra mile. Luke does have looks on his side. He has genetics and looks which carry him very far, and he's also has the talent to be one hell of a fighter. So this can be a fun one. So ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the champ, Luke Rockhold. Oh, yeah. We got the champ in the house. Luke Rockhold is in the house. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. I got a bunch of chicken wings, chicken sandwich, jalapeno, chicken bacon sandwich.
You're not messing around. You look good, man.
I've been doing it.
No injuries or nothing?
My leg's pretty beat up, but other than that, I think I'm pretty good.
Do you feel any different now that you're the champ? Is it everything you dreamt it was going to be? Because, I think I had an appearance in, I think, San Francisco or San Jose for the UFC, and you and I were together. We went out one night, and we were talking, and you were dead serious. Like I hear guys say all the time, all I want to be is champ. That's all I care about. And when you said, I was like, damn, this dude's for reals. So, it was your dream from the get-go. I think it's every UFC fighter's dream. If it's not, you're in the wrong business. But you did it. So it's done. That goal's done. Do you feel any different?
I knew I was gonna get here. I knew this was gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. But it's still trying to take it in. It's just funny. Sometimes you're just like, wait, yeah, I'm the champ.
Yeah, I'm the champ. I'm the best. I'm the best. Yeah, I'm the best. I'm the best 185er in the world.
Yeah, undisputed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
There's not, man. Do you feel now? Because we've heard champs say like, once you become numero uno, once you're the champion, it comes with a lot of A lot of stress, and by stress I mean you got media obligations. Anytime another 85er fights now, they're calling out Luke Rockhold. You're the standard now.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot more media attention on Luke Rockhold. Does that bother you? Are you ready for this?
I've been the champ before, and I've been the guy with the belt. And,
in Strikeforce,
it's a different
level.
Animal,
my man.
It's a different level now, but I don't see the competition as being too different. But the media obligations are another level. It's definitely a lot different, and there's a couple guys out there that are wanting to get a piece, and I'm open to it all. It's not my first rodeo. I've been through it all, and you can kind of make your own schedule too. As champion, you can do as much as you like. You can kind of put off, but I'm always been like a team player and always been game.
Yeah. Do you feel a need, especially with other champions? They're Conor McGregor blowing up, Ronda Rousey not the champ, but right, she's huge. Brock Lesnar before. They have these personalities, and we see guys, trying to mimic Conor McGregor, and they're calling guys out, and they're doing all this trash talk, and I feel like guys feel like they have to be this character that they're not just to get more notoriety. Because being the champ is great, but like Chris Weidman, even your boy Cain Velasquez, DC a little bit, they're not exactly the most outgoing guy, so they're not going to like ruffle any feathers. You know what I'm saying? So to be a champ that crosses over, it's almost like you have to have this media game down. Do you feel like stress, or do you feel like you have to change to cross over that, or you just because back in the day, 5 years ago, you could just fight, beat guys up, and you're the champ, and that's it. I feel like the game's different now.
People have just catered more toward the shit talk. I don't know if I can say that.
Oh, you can. Dude, we go wild, my man.
But I've always been myself, and I realize not being yourself and holding back and being like biting your lip all the time doesn't help you. And I let go and just I don't put a filter on a lot of things I say, and I've been doing that for a long time. People want to like compare you and say this, that. And look, I've been doing this for a long time. If I don't like a guy, I'm gonna call it and I'm gonna tell it like it is.
Yeah.
Vitor Belfort, when I first came in, I didn't like him. I called it and tell it like it is. I had to suck it up, and I fought my way back and prove a lot of people wrong. And here I am. I knew this would happen. I knew I'd make my way back, and I knew I'd get this.
And with you and Weidman, you guys talked a little bit of trash, but I think it's more of a respect thing, right?
Yeah, I respect Weidman, but I saw weaknesses, and so basically I didn't really like shit talking. It was basically just telling it like it is.
Yes.
Where I saw his weaknesses, where I could expose him, and what I thought. I would just overemphasize certain things.
I thought in that fight, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought
you thought I was gonna lose. I saw you.
Hold on, Don.
I saw an interview. I remember.
Yes,
Wyman's a different beast. Trust me. Trust me on this one. Hey, Brendan. Brendan. I'm like, come on. You're an analyst. You gotta analyze this better, buddy.
You gotta analyze this. No, hold on. And my producer, Evan the Bear, to tell you, did I not? When my initial instinct, as soon as I picked the fight, I picked Luke. Correct?
Yeah.
And then I was going back and forth. I've friends in Weidman's camp, and I have very close friends in your camp. We run in the same crowd, and I got so much shit for that. Yeah, and then when I went on Rogan, I was like, Weidman has his X factor. I don't know how he's gonna win because Luke has all the tools to finish him. I don't know how it happens, but yeah, I fucked up. I'm a believer, man. Thanks, brother.
I remember. It was like, hey, I was hanging with Brian like a week before, and then like a show came on, so I like specifically went out and chat and watched this one, and like I remember you just like you were going back and forth.
Dude, it's tough.
You were set on this one. I was like,
it's tough.
Who's a tough guy? But Weidman's just a different beast,
dude. Which is true, But to me, it was the best fight, and it still is at 185. It's the best fight in middleweight history because you're in your prime, he's in his prime. I chalked it up as the best fight ever in middleweight history. I think a lot of people agreed with that, and I think, I'd love to get your opinion on this. I think there should be part two because Jacare Souza and Romero, that was shit. That fight was terrible. Can we be honest? Terrible. They gassed out. They looked like shit. I thought it was a draw. Maybe give Jacare the win.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Is like that second round with the fence grab that changed the pace of that round, and Jacare was like taking the latter part of the round.
I agree.
There should have been a point deducted.
That's what I'm saying.
Romero is like the guy shoots himself in the foot every time he has wins a fight.
Every time.
Every time
there's
Tim Kennedy fight. Are you kidding me? Like you should have lost that fight.
I agree. There's like this little asterisk every time he wins.
He can't get a following. No one believes him. Everyone he gasses out. There's just like, dude, why? I mean, what's the point?
I agree. So that to me
and Jacare, it's like they should have to fight again.
Booyah! You guys should fight again. They should fight again. Now I heard you
I don't
call.
know what else to
I
say.
heard you call out Vitor Belfort.
It's the one blemish on my record. I want that fight back.
I get it. And as a person who likes you,
I had to fight that fight in a bullshit scenario.
100%.
Fighting him in Brazil and on steroids and my debut. It's like It's just I want that back. I don't care what the situation is.
So if I'm your manager, that's the fight I make because you're gonna rip his face off, and it's an easy payday, and it lets you redeem yourself. But
it's
the chances of the UFC doing that is not good.
I
agree?
I want that.
That's what you want.
I want that. Yeah, and I want to wipe that off my record. I want to go beat his face in.
And when you were fighting Vitor, I mean, obviously we all know when we talk about PED users, he's number one. He's numero uno. And when you were fighting, obviously you knew he was on some stuff.
I knew exactly what I was doing. That's why I got so emotional about it, because I knew that I had to go fight this guy in Brazil on steroids, and no one believed in me, and no one really respected me. And I got put in this fucking situation, and it pissed me off. All the weight came on my shoulders at that time. Mm-hmm. But it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
You think?
It was the best thing. If you look at how I carried myself after that fight, and how much better I've gotten from that, I was a kid then, and I matured so much more in and outside the cage. That fight was everything for me. I'm so thankful I got kicked in the head. Thank you.
Well,
Vitor,
thank you,
but
Vitor.
I'm gonna fucking kill you now.
But we've seen Vitor when he's sauced up like that. I mean, he's wheel kicked Bisping's eye to another dimension. Like Bisping's eye is never the same, so there's a huge risk. We see with John Jones.
It sucks. Yeah, John Jones. I mean, fighting John Jones on shit too. It's like he busted his arm. It's like this guy is. It's unbelievable the stuff he gets away with. It's should be prosecuted to a certain level. Like these shots that Bisping, look what, like, he could potentially have been the guy to take Bisping's eye.
I agree. It's dangerous, man.
Stuff like that is just like unreal how he can get away with it.
Do you think?
And he needs to be punished, and I'm the man to do it. So.
And that's all. That's who you want to fight next, no matter what. So if they go Weidman 2, Vitor Belfort, you're going Vitor just to redeem yourself.
I mean, Weidman 2.
I feel like you could fight them in the same night, Luke.
Yeah, I probably could.
Yes.
I'm open to Weidman too. I mean that and those. I mean, I want the big fights, and those fights they're gonna create interest for the fans. I mean, even if Anderson Silva and Vitor fight,
they're not going to.
They're not.
It's not happening. Vitor refuses to fight Anderson.
He's being. What is he? Just a bitch. He doesn't want to fight. He only wants to pick his fights, huh?
I think so. Well, he wants a title shot.
He wants a title shot.
And you want to fight him. No, he doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't deserve it, but I'm just going to fucking give it to him just to beat his ass.
Just to whip his ass. Dude, as a guy who likes you, and if I'm your manager, I let that happen just so you can kick his face off, just to redeem yourself, and you feel good, and, you retain the title, stuff like that. It makes sense.
It's a weird situation right now, the middleweight division. I mean,
it's tough, man.
Chris said we had a pretty decent fight, but I think I put it on him pretty hard, and I don't know. Does it warrant a rematch? I'd do it. I'd be happy to.
The reason why I think it warrants a rematch is because, like, Aldo got knocked down in 13 seconds, 14 seconds, right? So it's like, right, there's no fight there. With Weidman, I thought the first and second round were close. I thought you won I think it was the second round. He won the first round at 1-1. Then the third, you started to take over, especially when he threw that. Once he threw that spinning back kick, I don't know why he was doing that. It was all downhill from there, and then you just took over. I thought they were going to stop in the third, and obviously the fourth, you went to work.
Yeah,
but I can see Weidman's camp saying, "All right, if we don't throw that spinning back kick, we got a fight on our hands a little bit." But you're on antibiotics, right? Which, to me, I knew something was up. I was like, "All right, what's going on with Luke here? Like, what's up with this? I've never seen you tired." I definitely don't think you're a PED user. You know what I'm saying? So something was up there.
Yeah. Trust me, I've been on antibiotics for 2 weeks straight. I actually got off antibiotics Monday of fight week.
That's insane.
And I tried to get off antibiotics so I could clear my system and be better for the fight. Tuesday night I started training, and I was like, something didn't feel right. My foot started getting my ankle was getting stiff, and I looked down at the end of practice, and my sure enough the swelling was coming back, and the cellulitis, the infection wasn't gone. It was still coming back, and so I called in a prescription Tuesday night, and I got back on the antibiotics. I ran and got like a late night prescription, and so I took it all the way up to the fight week. I was soaking my foot the last few days in hot water and Epsom salt. Fight day all day long leading up to that fight, and I couldn't take the antibiotic during the morning of the weight cut. Ugh. And so I took one at night, and so it started coming back. So it's just like it was such a weird week. So I couldn't be consistent with the antibiotic. And so it just kept like coming back and forth, and it was just horrible. I was doing the open workout, and I was winded at the open workout. My body felt super fatigued, and I was like, this is not good. It's not a good situation to be in, and so that's like my whole focus going into that fight was just stay ultra relaxed. I needed to stay as relaxed as possible. Couldn't fatigue my body. That's why when I had him in the guillotine and then he had side control, I could have exerted myself and tried to scramble back and get.
I was wondering why you're keeping it,
but I wasn't gonna spend that energy because I knew I was gonna need it later, and so I was content. I was trying to get the stand up. Weidman was okay with the stand up too. He kind of nodded for it. But a lot of situations. That's why I couldn't have any output coming forward. I was trying to like bait him in and keep him to come forward so I could catch him with something. It was a weird fight. It was hard. I've never been stuck in a situation like that. You go in with injuries, but with that,
if anyone's ever been, whoever's listening, if you've ever been on antibiotics, you deserve 2 belts. Straight. That's how hard it'd be to fight on it. Fighting on antibiotics is insane. That's fucking nuts. Yeah. I've had them for football, didn't finish the game. Couldn't finish the game. There's not a chance. They literally drain your energy, ruin your cardio. So for you to have that mindset is unbelievable, man. That's crazy.
It was tough, dude. It was a tough situation.
How nervous were you?
My arms weren't working.
How nervous were you?
I didn't have any power to finish the fight.
Yeah, because even if I'm in great shape and everything's going right, the warm-ups, I'm a little like, God, my arms feel heavy. Or, God, my shape, my lungs don't feel great, let alone on antibiotics.
Yeah. It was brutal. Doesn't matter now. I got the belt.
Exactly. So maybe number 2, we see the real Rockhold Weidman fight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it doesn't go 4 rounds. We should have went 3, but
yeah, should have went 3. I thought I'd get him out of there in 3. Unfortunately, didn't quite get stopped in 3.
Hey Herb, let's help Weidman out here. I was like, good God, man.
Yeah, Weidman's a tough guy, man. He's a real tough guy. He'll hang in there, but man, I believe I have his number. I don't think he's going to be competition for me next time around.
Who do you view as the toughest competition? If you had to pick someone, let's take Vitor out of it. We know you want to rip his face off. Weidman's out. We know he's tough. Is there anyone who because you got Jacare, right? You got Romero. You fought most of them. You got Bisping, Machida, Tim Kennedy.
I don't see much. I don't see any of these guys compete with me. I really don't.
You beat almost all of them. That's why you're the champ. That's I'm going down like, well, that's why you'd be the champ. Yeah, when you look at the numbers, and I saw Tim Kennedy tweet out, Rockhold's the toughest guy I've ever fought in my career, hands down. He's like, he's the toughest. That's who I'm going with. And I'm like, that's right. People forget you beat Tim Kennedy, you beat Jacare, and these were 5-rounders.
Yeah, and I can keep a pace for 5 rounds. Have you ever seen my fights?
I've seen all of them.
It's like. I don't gas out like that, so I'm willing to go wherever the fight goes and with anybody, but who's gonna come and bring it?
We'll see, man. Do you with this new drug testing? Do you I've taken a lot of heat because I've said, yeah, guys are changing. We're not seeing the same performance from a lot of guys, and I take heat from it.
Yeah, everyone's taking heat from it. You can't Joe Rogan just took some heat, right? Didn't he say
it was me and Joe. Yes, it was me and Joe just talking. I never
on the broadcast, isn't it?
Yeah,
on the broadcast. I saw a tweet
he did it on. He was
on
in
Jose or something, right?
On Jose, we've never accused him of taking stuff. We've said he looks different, and he's obviously fighting different, right? Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to fight since drug testing kicked in. So, Joe said it under his. He was talking to a producer. He didn't think he was on air, and someone leaked it.
Yeah.
Yes, but someone leaked it. So do you think we're going to see a lot of guys who got away? Because you fought, obviously, you have a huge issue with Vitor Belfort, but you fought guys that are on PDs. It's an issue in the sport. Yeah. I don't care who you are. It's a huge issue in the sport. Yeah. I fought your boy LeVar Johnson. He was juiced to the gills, and you cornered him.
I didn't corner him.
You didn't?
No, I didn't corner him.
I thought you cornered him against me.
I've never cornered.
That's what they told me.
I've never cornered you.
Oh, weird.
I mean, I've never cornered freaking
LeVar.
LeVar, yeah.
Interesting, but it's obviously an issue. Do you think we're going to see a lot more guys not performing the same way?
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of guys that are going to look a lot different, perform a lot different, and confidence. Everything's going to change.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's plays an entire role
for sure. I think when I think about what you have going on, and I think about AK, right? You come from this monster camp. I don't think we're ever going to see again in history. You know, Cain has the potential to be the heavyweight champ. He was a former heavyweight champ, which is crazy. You got DC, lightweight heavy champ, and then you're at middleweight. For the listeners, you guys have this bond that I see you guys care about each other so much. And it's just because you all started together. Because when you get in the gym, you're like, yeah, let's be champ. The chances that happen are not good. And you guys actually did it, which I don't think we're ever going to see again.
It's going to be tough for that ever to happen. But, you know, this is an iron sharpens iron world. And we've grown up from the beginning to, you know, our MMA careers all started at AK. You know, me and Cain. Cain was in a few months before me. Now, so we've been training together 9 years. DC 6 years or so with us now, and we've been putting it on each other, and we all complement each other so nicely. Like Cain's got his overall, he's good everywhere, and he's so tenacious, and he's got cardio, so he'll push you to your limits. And you know, I bring the speed aspect and the jiu-jitsu and the slickness that these guys aren't used to, and they give them a different look. And then DC has this ultra superior wrestling and toughness and confidence, and so we all just we're all around the same. You know, I'm the smallest guy, but I can still get in there and I bang with these guys all the time.
You're a big dude. Yeah, you're a big dude.
And so we all been pushing each other so hard so far, and so many other guys at AK that help compliment us too.
Yeah, there's a ton. But, I think what's interesting is,
but it's like I get the butterflies every time I come in.
I
mean, I'm like, I gotta go spar. I had Cain and DC in my camp,
rotating.
Rotating.
That's insane.
I would do Cain 2 rounds, and I'd do DC, and then I'd get like another guy.
That's insane. So what?
So like
the pressure.
Weidman's got like a couple jabronis with him. Come on,
couple jabronis.
It's an iron sharpens iron world, and you can only being the big fish in a small pond. You can only get so far. I agree. They gotta get some people to compliment him. Maybe I can help him out with that, you know, and make him realize that.
For sure. I mean, he's done pretty well, but the thing is his pressure is what breaks a lot of guys, right? Leoto, all these guys that he's broke before. But with you, the DC and Cain pressure is something you can't get anywhere else. You can't mimic that. I sparred with DC out here, and I've trained with him before, and I got done. I was like, dude, I don't get. How's this guy ever going to lose? How the fuck does he? I even asked him, I said, how's Luke deal with this?
Try dealing with Cain's pressure.
Cain's
pressure.
Never got to fight him, my man.
DC's pressure sucks. Cain is
another level, huh?
Cain just does not know anything but forward. He'll kill you.
So when you guys all spar, is it pretty even? Is it back and forth? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I don't get my licks in. You know,
I'm sure. But, I take
you're the
mine
champ.
Too. Yeah. But your style's completely different.
Yeah, everyone, you know, the styles can frustrate. We can all frustrate each other. We can all get the better of each other any day.
How do you see?
I just gotta, you know, Cain and their size are gonna wear on me a little bit in certain situations, but
bro, Civ.
But you know, yeah, we all you know, we all push each other, and you know, so I'm gonna.
Do you think
I'm only my focus right now is getting healthy is only to come back and help Cain because Cain's the baddest man on the planet.
His fight's in February.
He's got to fight this dude.
How do you think this goes down this time? And what was up with Cain the first time? Didn't look anything like himself.
It's altitude. Have you ever seen Cain get tired in 3 minutes?
Never. I thought something was up.
3 minutes.
That was terrible.
Everyone adjusts altitude differently. You know, that's why some people can naturally hike their way up Mount Everest.
True.
And some people can't even be at the base.
But didn't he know that altitude 3 months out?
We didn't. He's never been an issue for him, and so we didn't really have a full understanding of how much it would affect him.
So this fight's in Vegas now in early February. How do you see it going down this time?
A lot different. You know, I think
he just does his thing.
I think it goes similar to the first 3 minutes you saw of that fight.
I agree.
And then Fabricio can only take so much. He just flops every time he gets hit. He can take a shot, but he's so loose and relaxed that he takes shots well, and then he flops and stuff.
Because he wants you to come down there. That's a different world.
He always like baits you in. So it's 100%. Cain just got to be a little sharper, a little cleaner, pick his angles better. And but he's so good everywhere. He's not going to be getting choked out if he's not dead tired.
Here's a doozy one for you.
It's almost like fighting drunk. Have you ever been up there? It's like
Like
I'm from
Colorado. I'm from
your
Denver.
body just doesn't work. It's like
it's
your
tough,
arms.
man.
It's not even your lungs. It's your body just doesn't respond to what you're doing. And when you get super tired like that, you're just a punching bag. And that's exactly what you saw. And it's not gonna be anywhere near that next time.
I think that one's the easy pick for you to do. Here's another one for you, and then we'll wrap it up pretty short here. But DC John Jones. That is a doozy. I'm assuming you've seen John Jones lately.
Yeah, he's not going to be that big when it comes to fight time.
But still, we're talking about a different animal. You're talking about a dude who's not doing lines of coke and staying up to 3 a.m. and fighting dudes. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a disciplined dude now. It's a different animal, and he beat him before. Yeah. I love DC. DC knows this. I love DC. That's a very tough fight.
It's a very tough fight. But John's so mentally, he's so focused, and he adjusts so well. He's technical. He's very. I wouldn't say he's technical. He's just creative.
Yes.
I don't think he's the most technical guy at all. He doesn't have power. Doesn't have like sharp techniques.
He doesn't knock
anyone out. But he's just very creative. I mean, just in technical kicking and punching, he doesn't look that clean when he hits pads, and he doesn't have. But like he makes it all work. He's just gifted, and he's creative, and he adjusts, and he's confident as hell.
So how do you? Because obviously DC's style going forward did not work on him. He took DC
can't see
down.
red. He was seeing red last time he fought him. He's got to keep a level.
Calm.
He's got to keep a level head. He's got to he outboxed John. I mean, he was in there. He can get inside. I think he's a better boxer. He's just got to get into his range, not over exert himself, pick his angles, and get his shots. You know, I think he was so enraged and just only
the shit talk got to him.
Everything got to him. The stage got to him. The John Jones, the champ John Jones got to him. Can I beat this guy? I think a lot of things. And getting in there, and I think he answered a lot of questions about himself. And these last 2 fights too. I think that last fight, it's a big learning experience. DC's still young in the sport.
Super young.
Super young.
I trained with DC
I've been training
when he
a lot
didn't
longer.
have a fight.
I've trained a lot longer in DC.
For sure.
For 3 or 4 years longer in DC.
But to me, I'm just, obviously this is different. You have a different stake in the game. I don't see how DC's going to answer those questions. You know what I'm saying? Because the stage is bigger, and there's more of an asterisk next to DC now.
Yeah.
Right? Because everywhere he goes, they're like, you're the champ, but, right? Everywhere he goes.
I hear you. But, I think he's proved a lot of people
agree.
wrong, too, with the last couple of fights.
I
with the
agree,
Alexander
100%.
Gustafsson fight, he put it on him, and I think he's going to adjust better this time. And I like this fight. I think it was so close last time. People don't give enough credit for how close that fight really was.
The John Jones fight?
Yeah, I think
really.
I think the fourth. I think first
Cyril.
round, second. What was it? I think the
I
second and third round were pretty close.
I had it 4-1.
4-1. Which one? You had him 4.
I had John winning 4.
You had him 4. Yeah, of course he dominated 4.
No, I'm saying 4 rounds total to 1.
Yeah.
Some of them, were close.
The only round that was really dominant was the 4th round.
True. And then it's the only time DC got taken down.
I think the first, second, and third.
They weren't dominant. No,
first,
don't get
second,
twisted.
third, and 5th.
I agree.
And then I think without him grabbing the fence, he gets a big slam takedown in the 5th too. I mean, that's his round. I mean, I think he just lost his focus in the middle of the 3rd and the 4th round.
And you think he's just?
I think the first 2 rounds could easily been him.
No, I can see it. They were very close. Yeah, if he switches little things, he's going to win some rounds there. It's a tough fight.
I think we can make the adjustments.
I like it,
Is
man.
John going to make the adjustments? I think John has to be a better fighter than he's ever been if he wants to.
I agree 100%.
If he wants to beat him next time.
Because I don't
He's
know.
got to be, but he can't be that same fighter because
He can't.
DC is a better fighter.
I agree.
And he will be that
and he's
better
been
fighter.
more active. The pressure's on John, I think. The pressure's on John after taking all this time off. He's
100%.
He's a different guy. He has to follow these strict guidelines now. I don't know if that's good or bad for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That stage got to DC the first time. I've never seen him so caught up in the moment and the opportunity and John Jones and everything. It's going to be a lot different this time, and I like our
I like
spot.
it, man. I like it because then you have heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight, Before I get you out of here,
Senor Khabib too is not. If
he's out for a while though,
if he
right?
can get healthy, that
Dude.
man is an.
Hey,
is an
real
animal.
quick,
He's
can
an
we
animal.
chill out on the injuries though at AK? I mean, you guys train so damn hard.
I mean,
Can we
I've been
not
good.
be meatheads? Yeah, you're not.
I fight through my shit.
I'm good. You fight on antibiotics. Other guys don't.
Yeah.
But your boy Khabib needs to chill out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe just his diet. To understand his diet better. So
Hopefully, man. Last question before we get you out of here. $1 Million Matchmaker. I'm a fan of the show. So Patty's a neighbor of mine. I see her all the time, but I don't talk to her. Like I said, we run in the same crowd, right? So I think you tweet out the way they put it out there. You didn't like the way they portrayed you, right? Or the way they edited it.
Well, the editing can make you look any way they want, and they chop me up pretty bad. They made me made it look like I asked the girl if she spit or swallowed, which was a joke backstage, and they dubbed my voice over the last scene to make it look like I actually asked her. A lot of parts they cut and they made it look like I kicked off the show. Nope, I made up. We made the date back with the girl. Patty gave me a hug. So there's all kinds of stuff that obviously people misinterpret and people really watch the show like that and believe in it. You think I'm gonna go on a show and looking for love? Come on.
No, absolutely
Come on,
not.
I'm going on a show. You're gonna go walk the streets. You want to date a celebrity millionaire? Like picking girls off the street. That's my love of my life. Yes, thank you. You found her on the streets of LA.
You found her on the streets of LA. Dude, I haven't been cool with her because I thought she threw you under the bus. I didn't even say hi or nothing to her. Hell no.
They're making this show. It was what it is. She was nice to me, but the producers and everybody they got to do what their job to.
All right,
I was very aware of what they're gonna do with the show.
Really?
And I just made a joke of it. I didn't care. I expected to make it, kind of look bad. I just wanted to make a joke of the show.
Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, you handle it well.
The show was a joke.
You took a picture with your family. You're like, yo, I don't know what's going on. You guys look all cozy. Like it's like it's like a family picture, like holiday picture. And you're just like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, tight move, man.
Like
tight move, yeah. Tight move, brother.
Hey,
tight move.
The matchmaker's assistant kissed me backstage.
Of course she did.
She kissed
You're
me.
Rockhold.
I kind of kissed her too, but
you're the Brad Pitt of the UFC, my man. But you can fight.
Yeah, but it's like, come on, you can't kiss the clients. I mean, you can't hook up with the clients.
That's frowned upon.
You're supposed to be matching them for love. What are we talking about?
Dude, you had girls chasing before. Now that you have that gold strap, son. Now you got a gold strap. Conor McGregor and Ronda, they have to worry about movies. Brock Lesnar have to worry about WWE. You got to worry about girls, my man. You're on another level. My mom, when I told her we were interviewing, she goes, oh, he's the best looking guy in the UFC. I put, damn, Mom. She goes, well, besides you. I'm like, well, I'm not in the UFC, so I'll take it, though. I'll take it. But, dude.
Thank you, Mama.
You got my support, man. I'm a big believer now. And I've always been a fan, brother. So thanks for coming on, man. Firing the kid. The champ is here. Luke Rockhold, everybody.
Thank you. We miss you, Brian.